Hello students, now I am going to explain about the rules for drawing images for concave mirror by ray diagrams. Okay, so in case of drawing image for concave mirror, we need to follow some rules. So we have to learn the rules before you drawing image for concave mirror. So the rule number 1 states that any ray of light traveling parallel to the principal axis of a concave mirror after reflection passes through the principal focus of the concave mirror. That means you see here, this is a what? Concave mirror. So this CP line is your principal axis, C for center of curvature, F for principal focus, P for pole. Okay, so this rule number states that if the incident ray is parallel to the principal axis, then after reflection the ray passes through our principal focus. Clear? So what is the rule number 1? If the incident ray is parallel to the principal axis, then after reflection passes through the principal focus. So this is your rule number 1. Now rule number 2. Any ray of light which first passes through the principal focus of the concave mirror after reflection travels parallel to the principal axis of the concave mirror. So you see, this is your concave mirror, this is your principal axis, C for center of curvature, F for principal focus, P for pole. So here the incident ray is this ray, AB. So this incident ray is passing through the principal focus. Now after reflection, this PD line, that the reflected ray is parallel to your principal axis. That means if the incident ray is passes through the principal focus, then after reflection the reflected ray become parallel to the principal axis. Okay, that means you can say that this rule number 1 is the converse of your rule number 2. Okay, next rule number 3. This rule number 3 states that any ray of light which first passes through the center of curvature of a concave mirror after reflection will retrace its path. It is because the ray strikes the concave mirror surface at right angles. Okay, so this is your concave mirror. This CP line is called principal axis, C for center of curvature, F is your principal focus, P is your pole. So this rule states that if the incident ray passes through the center of curvature, then after reflection the reflected ray retrace its path. Retrace its path means it goes along the same path but in the opposite direction. What is the reason? It states that because the incident ray strikes the concave mirror at right angle. So you can see here, this is your right angle. So this is your rule number 3. If the incident ray passes through the center of curvature, then after reflection it retraces its path. Okay, now rule number 4. A ray incident obliquely to the principal axis towards the pole P of the concave mirror is reflected obliquely such that the angle of incidence at P is equal to the angle of reflection at P. So you see, this is your concave mirror, this CP is your principal axis. So obliquely means it makes some angle with the surface. Okay, it is not, the incident ray is not max angle of 90 degree. That means it may max any angle. So you see here, this angle EP is your incident ray, and this incident ray makes angle what? I with a normal. So we call this angle I for angle of incidence, and the reflected ray is what? PF. and this reflected ray also makes angle R with the normal, and angle R is called what? Angle of reflection. So I is for angle of incidence, R for angle of reflection, and according to the rule number 4, this angle of incidence and angle of reflection must be equal. Okay, so that means if the ray incident the principal axis obliquely, then the reflected ray also what? The ray also reflected obliquely. Clear? So this was your rule number 4. Now you see how to draw ray diagram for locating an image in a concave mirror. So it is about the location of an image in a concave mirror. Number 1, place the object in front of the spherical mirror such that its base is in the line with the principal axis. From the tip of the object, draw a straight line parallel to the principal axis such that it meets the spherical mirror. From this point, pass the ray through the principal focus of the concave mirror. Okay, so this is your concave mirror. So here AB is a object. So in the rule number 1, it say that the object must be in front of the concave mirror. Okay, you can see this is a concave mirror. So it is a front side of the concave mirror, and this is your back side. So the AB is the object. This AB object is in front of the concave mirror. And so it's another statement said what? That the base of the object must be in the line of the principal axis. This your B point is your base. So this base is touching the principal axis. And third is that the ray, one of the incident ray must come out from your tip of the object. So this point A is called tip of the object. So from this incident ray, you have to draw parallel to the principal axis. If it is parallel, you know that reflected ray will pass through the principal focus. Okay, so this is your first rule for drawing image for a concave mirror. Rule number 2, from the tip of the object, draw another ray, say such that after reflection, it either actually passes through the center of curvature or appear to pass through the center of curvature. Okay, so this is your concave mirror, this is your principal axis, AB is the object. From the tip of the object, you have to draw another incident ray, and that ray must be passed through the center of curvature. Okay, so as you know, if the incident ray pass through the center of curvature, then it will retrace after reflection. Okay, so you can see this arrow shows the reflection. But in case of convex mirror, you know the center of curvature is behind the mirror. So in that case, you cannot show the incident ray is passing through the center of curvature. So in that case, your rays need to be appear to pass through the center of curvature. Clear? So in case of convex, you have to draw a ray that appears to pass through the center of curvature. Number 3, the point where above mentioned reflected rays you can see now, the point where the above mentioned reflected rays meet or appear to meet gives the position of the tip of the image. From this point, draw a perpendicular on principal axis to obtain the position and size of image. So you have learned that as the first procedure, the first ray of incident must be come out from the tip of the object, and that should be parallel to the principal axis, and that will means the reflected ray will pass through the focus. Okay, and the second number states that the from the tip of the object, from the tip of the another incident ray from the tip of the object will pass through the center of curvature, and it will retrace the path. Okay, so this retrace reflected rays and this another reflected rays they intersect each other at this point, and from this point you have to draw another perpendicular over the principal axis. Okay, so this you can name them A dash and B dash. So this A dash B dash now represents what? The image of the object AB. So AB was your object, A dash B dash is your image. So if you compare the image of the object with the image with the object, then you find that the image is inverted, the image is smaller in size, okay, and the image is real. So this was the nature of the image. Okay, so thank you for today.